Good morning and welcome to part 2 of this Thousand Island Lake backpacking trip. After a well-needed full night of rest, we enjoyed this amazing sunrise over the valley. Today's mission is to summit this guy, Banner Peak, which stands at 13,000 feet tall. First thing we did was filter some water because it's important to stay hydrated, especially during this heat wave. Once we started our hike, it was necessary to stop and take in these amazing views of this beautiful lake. I'm going to jump forward in the hike a little bit. You can see how far away from the lake I am now. We still had a long way to go though. Took a brief stop to eat some breakfast. After that, we continued on our way. Majority of the hike was walking over these boulders, which was very painful because some of them were sharp and would dig into my feet, causing blisters. I had to take Tylenol because of the altitude. Here goes Miguel leaving me while I suffer in pain. And you could also see how steep this hike was. It was pretty crazy. But once we got over the hump, we came across this amazing lake. Her name is Lake Catherine, and she's feeding off of this glacier right here. Here's another progress video of where we need to go. We hiked down to get some water. It was about 90-something degrees, so that was pretty important. Here's me just trying to get in the video because I'm never in these videos. On the way back, the clouds were covering the lake, so I'll show you how beautiful that was. After all that, the hard part was just beginning. There's no trail, and it's real steep. Right here, you can see rocks falling down the side of the mountain, which is why we had helmets on. Safety first, people. All right, I'm not gonna lie. This is very dangerous. You know, I'm actually really scared. After reaching the top of the climb, we came across the glacier. We either needed to hike up the glacier or hike on the boulders that are sitting on the glacier. Unfortunately, we weren't completely prepared and didn't have spikes, so we opted for the dangerous way, which was to hike on the rocks. Since we're in a heat wave, the glacier was melting at a faster rate than normal, which kept causing rock slides, so we thought it wise to cut our losses and end the journey there before we turned into mashed potatoes. We were about 75% of the way to the top of the mountain, and yeah, it sucks we didn't make it, but I'm not a daredevil, and I'd rather live to see another day. Plus, we get to hang out at this glorious lake a little bit more. And that's part 2 of this backpacking vlog. Stay tuned for part 3, and I'll see you then. Peace.